I'm able to mulligan for the 12th consecutive time. Ah, perfect. Exact same fucking hand. Barrier of bones, sure. Oh, I don't know why I didn't cast Hunted Witness there. It was just a total misplay. It's not my intention. I didn't want him to know about Hunted Witness, of course. Just blame that and getting no fucking sleep at all last night. Yep. Oh yes, the counter. I wanted to show me like 2 more barrier bones. I want to get invert and bent bone value out of this. So last game was the flood. This game is going to be the screw. Next game will be the double mulligan into a flood and a screw. Probably in the other order. Perfect. Pass to attackers. Declare blockers. Pass to blockers. 1 blocker declared. Do I like the new update? This is tweaking me out. Like this does not seem like a very good implementation of that. Whisper agent. So no. Okay. Sure. Okay, no draw card drop for him is good. We can still recover if we, would draw a red land. That's not gonna help. Okay. I believe in red mana. Man, look at that. Red mana unlocks his hand. Ugh. Okay. I don't want things messing with the actual draw rates. I just would like to have that be a reasonable number. Perfect. Well, it takes a lot of time to do nothing on his turns, too. I guess he's holding up Devious Cover-Up. Oh my god. Really? We need to stop here? Oh no! He can circumvent us. Yes! The dream. Question is, what can I do now? How much is this to activate pass wall? 3? Opponent, please pretend that you played this game before and you might make attacks that have some bearing on the board. Really? There's a decision to be made here? What is your decision? Do you want my Pass Wall Adept to be tapped? Are you worried about Take Vengeance, perhaps? Is there anything that matters for this? Worried about hasted attackers at 20 life and a barrier bones? But either way, it's definitely a 45-minute think. That's for sure. I want to take 5? Not really. This guy loses a lot of value on this board. But maybe not. Maybe we wait one more turn. Need something that challenges the Whisper Agent. So I think I'm on the Skynet Legionnaire blocking plan. Which is not the greatest of plans. Well, I mean, as plans go, it's alright. Need mentoring is the only thing. Because I need to get the life back from this. But I've got to have a blocker first. I think this is my least valuable creature in hand right now. Besides that one. I guess that one would have done the same thing. I could have actually attacked the 1/1. Yeah. Maybe the 10th Disregard was better there. Even though it's so mana inefficient. Another cheap removal that allows you to make the Child of Night unblockable again. Yes. He's gained control of my creature. So much worse than cheap removal. Are we just dead? Yeah, we're dead. Okay, turns out drawing land, no land for 4 turns or something stupid is, after mulliganing to get land is about as bad as it gets. No shocks there. Alright, what did we see from that? 2 3/2s and, I mean, Righteous Blow is okay versus him. Can put a couple of those in. At least one of them in. Their current seems fine. Command the Storm seems overpriced. We saw a wall. Though I'm not super excited about a wall. You know, I just like to draw my creatures on curve. That's all. Let's just do that. What's the difference between traditional play and ranked? That's a good question. I guess traditional play means best of 3, but ranked is somehow best of 1? I guess they just really want this to be a little bit more RNG heavy. Let's see. No, I'm not putting in invert for a single barrier bones. That'd be crazy talk. But we might. Game 3. See. Our opponent's a thinker. In the best way possible. Slowly. Slowly. Is it really as high as that? Do you have a stat for that? Do you have a somewhere that comes from 4729? Jesus, they upped the mulliganing time. Maybe he's streaming and explaining all of his picks, and then editing it, and then recording it again. Twice. Alright, a 1 and a 2, and the mana of both colors play it. It's exciting. Pretty excited about it. Maybe this is a game I want to drop a Blade Instructor for the 3/2, like black-blue has the Vapors. Instead of the 250 million games in beta, 97% were best of 1. It's funny. Best of 3 is like a million times better than best of 1. Could bring in our 2/1s that ignore defenders. Huh, interesting. I think it's probably Pack Beast here. I'm okay with Huntress to guard, but I think it's probably Pack Beast. Wish I fucking tossed Mountain. It's pretty good. Pumping Boros Challenger to a 3-4 and then attacking with the 3-4 and the 3-3. Gang blocks Boros Challenger. Has to be Darkblade plus Phantasm to do that. I think trading, getting that agent off the board or the Phantasm off the board are both pretty good. So I don't know if it's worth a turn. Pretty good. Otherwise, just trading it for rats. I think making the 10th District Guard a 3-3 is pretty good too. I think I want that one dead. He will have Surveillance sooner or later. I don't want him drawing cards though. It's a 3-3, the end of the world. Not next turn, it won't be. No, I'm gonna kill the agent. So I have 2 more mentoring creatures, so maybe the 3-3 is not as relevant. Good one. Although I kind of want to develop a guy I can attack with, like the Blade Instructor or the Wojak. It's almost better. I think it's actually better to play Blade Instructor there because he gets to trade the rats anyways with the crab. It's at 13. It's not super low. It's kind of awkward. So say I attack with 3 2/2s, 3 3/3s here. Gets 1 for free, I get in for 3 damage, and I trade 1 for the Phantasm. On top too. Even better here. All right. I don't like trading for the crab, but we gotta get through. The extra 1/4 is actually really obnoxious with this board. Good creatures to block us. I may have to switch in those 5/2s. Oh, super bad for us. Another Surveil, another blocker, flying blocker, blocks my Sky Knight Legionnaire. Deck seems very well situated to handle aggro. It's good top deck. I think we need to alpha with it. Okay. No, I'm still gonna 2-for-1 myself with invert. I mean, I have other things I can bring in. I can bring in Command the Storm. I can bring in the 5/2 creatures that attack in. Problem right now is the pressure. Getting a douser. So I'm 1 off lethal right now, which feels pretty bad. He's so fucking slow. God damn, dude. Okay. Hello, Rebecca. I am doing okay. Stomach's starting to settle down. Food poisoning last night. For 2 in most instances. 3 for 2, you mean? I don't think I'm ever getting a 2 for 2 out of invert and vent. Plus a creature. So we didn't top deck a counterspell. Five, 9, 11, 15. Okay, so we just have to chump, right? So this is just block the 5, and we take 4, 5, 6, 4, 9, 10. Pass the blockers, sure. We have 10 damage on board still. 3, 4, 7, 10. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay, so you don't get to draw a card, you don't get to do a damage. So he could have just lived by not casting this main phase because this creature represents no, it's not true. Cosmotronic Wave applies a token, but if I didn't give him credit for that and didn't cast Cosmotronic Wave, then he could have lived. As it is, it does fuck all. Okay. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Game 3. The only other thing I didn't have to show him Cosmo Wave there. I could have nuked his blocker for 10 as well. Yeah, I don't like the new thing either. Okay, let's look at that. Collar the Culprit seems like it's going to have a billion targets. Barging Sergeant, maybe okay. Pack Beast, maybe okay. What do I want out? Direct Current looking a little less good than it would otherwise. Thanks, Smitty. Like flyers. So I'd like. He's got 2 wall creatures. A locksmith's worth anything? Let's try 2 locksmiths over the 10th district guards. Considering Command the Storms. Don't really like Direct Current here. Doesn't seem like it hits very many of his targets. Maybe the 3/2. That's about it. Traveling to visit family. Yep. And do I want to try to get that last Command the Storm in, or getting a little bit heavy? Maybe 1 Hunted Witness out for another Command the Storm. Probably need that last mana. Do I cut that last Hunted Witness? Maybe the Hammer Droppers too. I think I need to get 17 lands in here as well. Just trying to decide if I want more. Let's run with that. See how it treats us. Well, we got a 2-drop or 3-drop. I'm a little bit annoyed with 4 lands, but we do have our only flood control in hand, so maybe. Maybe. Guildmage is going to eat up dead weight at some point, though, and I'm going to be pretty salty about it. Is it okay to play 41 cards? You should try to avoid it. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to make or break much of anything, but it's just you're adding small priority or more small percentages to your chance to lose. Or rather, let me rephrase that. What you're doing is decreasing your consistency, right? If you add, let's imagine, take the other extreme, right? Imagine you played 100 cards, right? The odds of you drawing the 40 you care about are a lot lower. So 41 does that, but to a much smaller degree. All right, dead weight. Child of Night plus dead weight feels not great, sure. Am I just trading off Blade Instructor for Child Knight? At the moment, if I attack with Sky Knight, yeah, I am. Get that card off the table. Not sure about the direct current cut. We have seen Child of Night from him before. Is Joan Ribs a mysterious creature who shows up just on time? It is. Or rather, he is. Okay, get all the value I'm ever going to get out of a Blade Mentor. Get to play Wojak plus Legion Guildmage next turn, potentially. Still hold Collar. He seems a little land screwed. Maybe not. This is turn 4, right? Double Defenders. It'd be nice to draw my other. I did sub in 2 Locksmiths. We'll see if that does anything. That was it, Nick. Well, I guess he's not land screwed. He just, well, maybe he needs island because he just put swamp in the graveyard. I could next turn. I fear Whisper Agent here, but I could next turn play around Whisper Agent by coloring Thoughtbound Phantasm, but I still trade off Guildmage for Whisper Agent and get in for 6 though. Might need the Guildmage, but he runs removal that hits Guildmage. He had we've only seen the 1 deadweight. Maybe he doesn't have 2 deadweights. My personal suspicion is a Whisper Agent coming this turn. Which means pre-combat I play land. Don't need to pre-combat. I just tap the Phantasm attack with these two. Trade Whisper Agent, that becomes a 4. Can live with that. Unexplained disappearance. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Just put an island in the graveyard. Does 7 mana change anything next turn? Yeah, but we know he's got 2 sources of discard, right? Rats and Dispersal? 7 mana would let me color plus tap or pump plus Sky Knight. Alright. You like the idea of Spouse Draft? That was a Joe and Tyler recommendation. Apparently it's a thing people do. I've never heard of it. It's 6 mana. Well, Guildmage and Legionnaire is 6 mana. But there's a lot of other combinations that are 7. So if I draw a land next turn, I can't play 2 lands, which is what I'm getting at when I make the decision of whether or not to play this land. I risk the fact that he has a rat right now or another discard effect, in which case a land would be beneficial, but I open up the chance that in my deck, 42% of the time I draw a land, and I would like to have some benefit to drawing a land, which is coming up shortly. Okay, Cosmo Wave is great for us here. I think I'm just going to remove the Phantasm and attack with everything. That seems reasonable. I think I'm going to mentor onto the Boros Challenger. Does it matter? It does actually. It makes a difference between whether or not... Oh, they can block either right now, right? Can't kill that. Alright, fine. Okay. Does my wife do much gaming? Does she prefer more outdoorsy recreation? There's stuff in between. We both enjoy outdoorsy stuff, but no, she's not a gamer. Okay, another low health creature there. And another one. Alright, well the ground is pretty obnoxious right now, but I can pump Boros Challenger and make both Challenger and Bodyguard 4s. Which is pretty good. If I draw a land, I can also attack with the Sky Knight Legionnaire and get double Mentor triggers out of that. Should be sick. He only has 3 power on the board, so if I can get double Mentor triggers, he can't do anything. That sucks. So I'm 1 mana off. But it's still better than allowing him to trade for one of my creatures. We can hold this Sky Knight Legionnaire for later. Alright. did it, chat. We did it. I didn't think we were gonna beat that guy after game 1 was so one-sided. I mean, granted, game 1 I think we land screwed, right? But it was still his deck looked very good versus Boros.